Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Skye? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Baby, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Now I know, SSB talked to me about this. We talked about this. He said, Rashad, if you at a festival or something like that, a concert, just call it raps. Put it on ice. We'll see you the next day. And I understand, SSB. I'm so sorry. But this time I got home at a reasonable hour. I got back from the concert at like midnight. And it wasn't the concert. It was literally the filming and the editing. It took a couple hours, 2-3 hours for everything to load up and upload and download and things of that sort, and go from computer to email to songs to file to YouTube to Twitter, otherwise known as X, whatever the case might be. But it's up now. Shouts out to Lareezy. It was great to meet him. Get that on paper. You guys know that I wanted to do that for a long time, and I look forward to connecting with him and collaborating with him in the future as well. Until next, in the meantime, I missed the All-Star game, like most of the festivities, so I will be reacting to them right now through clips. I saw the pregame show, a little bit of the pregame show, and I saw the intros, the introductions, like the starting lineups and stuff like that, and the rosters and Bia's performance. We on go, and that's all I saw. So I did see the t-shirts that said "Pay us what you owe us," and I was like, oh, that's a big kind of statement from them to wear on kind of the biggest stage, which is the All-Star game for the regular season. So I thought that was interesting right there. Let's get into it, brother, shall we? Or sister, shall we? Let's do it. Okay. Let me share my screen. Y'all give me a second. We getting into it, talking about some basketball. I know this will be a firestorm. First of all, let me shout out to Andrew Dokowitz, who wrote this from Minnesota, I believe. I know this will be a firestorm topic. WNBA players currently receive just 9.3% of the league's revenue. This includes ticket sales, merch, and TV deals. For reference, their male counterparts in the NBA is 50%. Goodness gracious. This resulted in their salary cap being set at $1.507 million for this year, less than half of Joe Ingles' $3.634 million. In theory, they received even if they received even 40% of the league's revenue, that salary cap could be at $6.481 million. That increase would mean roster expansion could occur. Players could theoretically make 3 times their current salary, and owners would bring in 60% of the revenue. Now, to put that into perspective, that means that an entire WNBA roster would still be paid less than Rob Dillingham headed into 2025-2026, which will be $6.576 million. Now, yes, the WNBA did lose $40 million in 2024, but this is in large part due to the TV deal that they are currently signed to, which in 2026 goes from roughly $45 million annually to $200 million annually. This will result in in essence, okay, I'll take out this result. This will in essence result in the league making money over a night from losing 40 to net gain $115 million just on the TV deal alone. Even if the game and ticket sales were to stop growing and merch stop selling, it would still be in the green. The current CBA would amount to players going from $1.507 million in salary cap to just $4 million, a substantial rise. However, it would cost the league just $2.5 million out of $115 million TV deal profits. If the players got 40%, and that's just a $17 million cap, an 11 times dollar raise from their current salaries, and still in the grand scheme of things, less than one Jaden McDaniels, $24.3 million a year. The league is built on players, whether you're Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, or Nafisa Collier. They deserve should get a bigger slice of the pie for the work that they put in. And as the revenue grows, they should as well. The WNBA players are not asking to be paid dollar for what the NBA players make. From what I understand, they want a fair share of the revenue. Now let's enjoy some hoops. And this is what Kelsey Plum's been saying this for years. I remember she said it on a pod. I don't know if it was like CJ McCollum had a podcast when he was with Portland, but I remember it was a thing, and it went viral. It went everywhere. And here it is. Pay us what you owe us. Shouts out to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark not shine, and you know she uses that popularity, but I tell you.
We did, at least as players, we didn't.
Also, apparently the players, the fans chanted pay the players tonight. She said also the plan to wear the pay us what you owe us shirts was hatched this morning by a meeting that the players held, which if you watch Stud Buds, Neka Wumake walked into their hotel room and said, "Hey, Courtney, we have a meeting in 10 minutes."
Know that was going to happen. So
hold on, let me turn on closed caption. It might be off, but I know I can barely hear, so I know you can barely hear.
Well, it was a very powerful moment. We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise. But the T-shirt, just United front, was determined this morning that we had a meeting for, and you know, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just we that really needed to be mentioned. I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? But yeah, no, I think it was just all of us getting on the same page for the game. We wanted to do something that was just united and collective, and I thought that was a very powerful moment and got the point across. And you know, sometimes you don't have to say anything. Well, it was a very powerful
Shouts out the Plum Dog. Shouts out to KP. Best of luck to the players getting their fair revenue share in this new CBA. Kathy, you know what to do, man. You know, you dancing to Nuck if you buck, you know what's going on. Oh, okay. So for this, I can't actually listen to the audio because it's a performance. But yeah, apparently Slim, she had her fun during the this usually doesn't happen in halftime shows. So I guess since they were like, yo, it's the All-Star game and it's Glorilla, please let us stay on the court. And they let them stay on the court. What a beautiful thing, bro. All right, here we go. Hey, look, she getting it. Hey, Slim. Look, hey, this is what y'all try to keep out the All-Star game, man. This is what y'all look at what y'all try to keep out the side of the All-Star game. Who's that, Skye? Hey, face. Hey, her face. Hey, shouts out to Slim, man. Happy for her first time All-Star. A vet, you know, with vets like that, you know, you just never know when it could be their only All-Star game or anything like that. So definitely shouts out. Look, Slim going crazy. Look at Tosh. Just cutting the rug. Hey. Oh, this is the same song. Shouts out to Glorilla, bro. Glorilla is featured on, by the way, Grady Baby by Anicia, out right now. Gangsta Girls, DJ Drama's first Gangsta Girls from a female Atlanta rapper from Atlanta. Of course, he did the Gangsta Girls recently with Cash Doll a couple years ago. But you know, Cash Doll is from Detroit and not Atlanta. Yeah. Here's Asia and Angel. Hey, Moose Knuckle. That's the day. Got a brown skinned boy with waves. Got a light skinned daughter of Jerry's. And another friend with waves. Hey. That is hey, that's hilarious. Look at Neka having fun. Okay, Neka. Hey. Look at AT. AT does not like this at all, bro. Kiki loving it. The kids loving it. AB looks like she like, you know, just kind of looking at what's going on. Tisha's hyped up. and then she goes over to comfort AB eventually. Bree Jones likes it. She's smiling. Like, okay, she's talking to AT to make AT smile a little bit. Sonya is looking like I don't really listen to Glorilla, but she be dancing to the TikToks. Oh, so I guess she's just watching. She might just be a little shy. Okay, now it's KT's enjoying it. Jackie's going back to her shy act, which we know is not true after watching Stud Butts all weekend. All right. Next one. What's the next one? Oh no. Look at Paige said, all right, twin. You doing a lot.
Make mommy proud. Make mommy proud. She looked like she was embarrassed. Make mommy proud.
Oh snap! I ain't even realized the music in the background. No, please don't be GGs. Please don't be GGs. Oh no, please don't be GGs. All right, next one. Glorilla's performing. All the mascots are bobbing their heads. I turn to my right, and Ellie's just popping her elephant in someone's face. Shouts out to Ellie, man. Ellie is hilarious, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, legit a comedian, bro. Ellie deserves all the money, all the endorsements, all the fame that Ellie gets as a mascot for sure. All right. Okay.
Hold on, Angel. Mid-game interview.
He don't like nothing, boy.
Who's it? Stud butt. My goodness. Stud butt. I'm sleeping. There's nobody watching this.
Look at Ellie. This is hilarious. She literally Twitch streaming from the All-Star. I like during the game. That's fine. Who would have thought? Technology, man. Gotta love it. 2025, man. This is Martin Luther King's dream, brother. All right. Oh, Hallie. Shouts out to Tyrese Halliburton, man. Hey, feel better, heal up. Tyrese is good seeing you with the smile on your face, brother. Amazing final series. Even though I ain't even gonna say that. Heal up, brother. Okay. Oh yeah, Pop.
I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. Really?
Shouts out to Zeddy Will. Shouts out to Sanaya Rivers and shout out to Pops for the show. Georgia legend. Yeah, Pops. Pops just a cool dude, man. Pops just a cool dude. He the real superstar.
Wait, what's your official title?
Coach Clark, that's all I got.
Coach Clark. Would you like us to refer to you as Coach Clark right now?
Oh, please. Yeah.
Caitlin, tell me the strategy for today's game.
Hey, yo.
So, we don't really have one, but I think that's why we're gonna win. I think B's taking a bit too serious. Like I said yesterday, it's all about just having a good time.
Okay, all right. So if your team is not having a good time because they're losing, then what is the strategy?
We'll still smile through it. I'm not worried. That's all I got.
Are you gonna come off the bench and like if y'all are down, you gonna come just start?
Bro, I think that's a good idea. If we're down, I sub in.
Sub in?
I think I like that.
Just sub in the show.
So what I'm getting from you, from Coach Clark, is that no strategy is unscoutable, and that you can just have fun.
Exactly. I mean, vibes.
Wait, what's your official title?
Shouts out to Caitlin Clark, bro. Let me see. Let me see the score. I don't even know who won. So Team Collier won by 20. Let me see the box score. Oh, Fee won MVP. Fee. Dang, Fee had 36 and 9. Gosh, dang. How many 4-pointers she hit? Do they have 4-pointers in here? They just have it as threes in the box score. They should have had a 4-pointer column. It'd be less you know what I'm saying? Confusion. Leash, dang. Leash at 18 on 12 shots. I know she took a couple of them like fours at the beginning and missed both of them. But she ain't missed much after that. Gosh, 5 for 12 from the field, 18 points. Tell me how you feel, Leash. 2 assists. She did not pass the ball. Did not pass the ball. Paige had 8 assists in the All-Star game. Even in the All-Star game, she wants her teammates to eat. I know that's right, Paige. Who had 15? Skye had 15 assists and 11 oh my goodness. Wait. Skye had a triple-double? Oh, she was on her Olivia Mouse. Shouts out to Skylar Diggins. Dang. Court had 13 coming off the bench for the Stud Buds. And Plum Dog had 16 coming off the bench, man. You better do it. But dang, Skye was going crazy. Kelsey Mitchell had 20 in front of the hometown crowd on 13 shots. That ain't too shabby. Kelsey. AB had 9 and 6. Anescu had 12 and 7. I don't know why she was on the podium, but okay. Kiki Iriafin. But she had her full name announced in the beginning. It was like, Kiki Wallen Iriafin. It was something close to that, man. She had 17 and 10 and her as a rookie? Dang. What Angel Reese have? Angel Reese play? Let me see what Angel Reese had, man. Here's Angel Reese. 17 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 points. Hey. Oh, but 6 points on 7 shots, that's kind of bad. But at least she had them rebounds. She'd probably taking them threes and stuff. Slim had 16 and 7 assists. W Slim. All right. Bet. What's the last one I went to? Hold on, give me a second here. Cause my paper long. I don't know if Stud Buzz will be able to have a moment like this again because fun always gets ruined. But for a moment, we got an incredible, authentic look into the WNBA. All love and fun. One of the best things I've ever seen that highlights the amazing women in this league. This was written by Whitney Medworth, longtime obviously, reporter from SB Nation. Or no. She's with Home Field Apparel now, formerly of SB Nation. Shouts out to all my former SB Nation people, things of that sort. But yeah. Mike went out. I wanted to lean back just because of how, exhausted I am. However, I can't pick it up because it's just going to unplug. So I'll just project my voice. I was talking to a friend about this earlier tonight. And yeah, once something becomes this successful and this popular and everybody's, complimenting it, Ryan Russo, shouted it out. L. Duncan shouted it out. ESPN shouted out Stud Buzz 8 times tonight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just tonight alone. And like I said, I didn't even watch the full game. I only got to watch a little bit of the first quarter, the intros, and the pregame show. But in the pregame show, they mentioned Stud Buzz a couple times. And then Ryan Russo mentioned Stud Buzz before tip-off. And it was just, you know what I'm saying, it was like back to back to back. I think when something gets that much attention, when Kathy Engelbert starts dancing to Neck If You Buck and that goes viral, and it's the most viral thing out of your league outside of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese in like the last 5 years or whatever, I think the powers that be are going to try to put their hands on it some way, somehow. I mean, I know they already had the DoorDash sponsorship this year, but the DoorDash sponsorship didn't even interrupt that much. Like, it was just like at the club, they were like, hey, we work for DoorDash. Can we give you some gift cards? They gave him some gift cards, and then they took pictures with them. That was it. And then, you know, they say, yo, DoorDash, they just rated or not rated us, but just gifted us 100 subs. That's it. That's it. Like, it wasn't anything obnoxious, but I feel like it could become corporate real quick to where ESPN wants to get the Stud Buzz, and they want the Stud Buzz to stream on ESPN's Twitch or something like that. But the power of the Stud Buzz, and the reason why it worked is because it was on Twitch and they were independent, and they're independent. Excuse me, I'm saying were like it's not like this podcast is over, but yeah, they moved and they talk just like how people talk, bro, like in parties and in real life and stuff. People cuss, you know, people make suggestive jokes, people make kind of dark humor, you know, that wouldn't fly necessarily mainstream airwaves and things of that sort. And I think all of that would get taken over, and that would be over once a corporate company conglomerate comes with the right price tag. Because of course they say, oh, we're not selling out for nobody. But if someone come with that right price tag, we seen how Courtney act on Friday night when she didn't win the skills challenge and things of that sort. So they definitely taking that bag. And I think when they take the bag, the show will be just a little watered down from what it was this year. But because, you know, they kind of did that before everybody saw the numbers, what it was going to do. They definitely made, side note, probably like 100,000 each this weekend, just on the weekend, probably 100,000 each. So W to all the participants and stuff like that for sure. Shouts out to Stud Buds. And this is something different that doesn't have to do with All-Star in particular, but it was WNBA, so I wanted to pull it up and just say a prayer. Please keep sending prayers to my brother right now. He's currently been in the hospital here in Indy for 20 plus days with no answers. And when she said it, I was like, is she talking about David Harrison, the former Pacer? You know, either way, Father God, we just pray that Izzy's brother is okay, as he's been in the hospital for 20 days now with no explanation. Please give Izzy, her and her family, that comfort, oh Father God, that everything will be okay. And, you know, just continue to pray for her brother's health, and may everything be comfortable for him and just be comfortable for the family, and everything just put us all at ease. In Jesus' name we pray, man. And give us answers. We rebuke the spirit of confusion and uncertainty. David Harrison, hold on. Let me look this up. I think I been knew that was her brother, but like it's still shocking every now and again when I hear that like that was her brother, bro. I remember David Harrison as a kid, so it's like crazy. He's trying to assist legal marijuana. Look at this. That's crazy. Oh, look at Pops. He said, I raised him well. I feel it, Pops. But yeah, prayers up to Izzy Harrison and her family for sure. All right, next scene next. It's all strictly reactions tonight, y'all, because I am half asleep, as you can tell. I'm slurring my words, everything like that. All right, let's get into it. Next scene next. This is something we talk about all the time. Free interviews. So Rick Ross apparently responded to 85 South going on Rory and Mal and talking about how they still feel the way that Rick Ross walked off their set without telling them bye or telling them what was going on at the beginning of the podcast. And they were even more upset that He went to a white podcast that same day and went on their podcast for 2 hours, fully attentive. And so I guess one of the things that Rick Ross told DC Young Fly or 85 South was that the white podcast was paying him and you guys weren't paying us. So here's what DC says.
Big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie episode 8 million. Now, Country Wayne shit like 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, Craig. You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off? I'm going to talk to my little homie DC in the pool because it's hot. I got to get in the pool because it's too hot outside. And August 2nd, y'all make sure y'all go to his pool party because I'm not gonna be there. But you said I was gonna be there, Ross. But that's false advertising. I didn't say give me a check, but get the free promo, nigga, because we family. Push up to his pool party. Y'all push up because I'm gonna be in Philadelphia telling these jokes. But everybody can get some money. Push up to the pool party. But Ross, don't do that. And the jacket, nigga. You wore the jacket for no reason. Well, let me buy that motherfucking Gucci jacket up off you then. So I can tell my son, I bought this from a nigga who left. He said that he wore it for no reason. It was a waste. So since we didn't pay you, I'm going to pay you for the Gucci jacket. Because if I give you some money, I'm going to want something. Give me that jacket. Since you want some money. But you know we love you, nigga. Push up again. And you said something about the wings. Make sure we had the wings. If your ass would have stayed, you would have knew we had 200 of them goddamn wing stop. They was in the back. You remember when you went to the back, the bathroom, you just left? It was 200 wing stop wing. As a matter of fact, lemon pepper. We knew you were gonna fuck with it, but you didn't eat it. And we respect when niggas got shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. We gonna try to get you in. Man, we're gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up and like you doing us a favor and then just leave her without saying so. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he going. So Ross, get at the pool and give me a call so we can so we can get it together. I love you, big homie.
This man is just
a
fool, dog.
Every day I'm hustling.
All right. Shouts out to DC, man. Shouts out to DC. All right, Justine Skye talking about Giveon. I seen this, and this is something that, like, I thought it was some Love Island stuff, so I scrolled past it. I said, that's Justine Skye. What the heck? Justine Skye talking about on some live. So apparently she went on live, and she talked about how Giveon cheated on her a few years ago. I had no idea that Giveon and Justine Skye even dated, so I guess mission was accomplished.
I'm looking. Mind you, that same night, I had to pop out at Rema. He's on my album. He had a show in LA at the Roxy. And so like I popped out at his show. Mind you, this same night, this fool is like mad at me because I'm at the show and I'm performing like with someone who's on my album, a good friend of mine. And he's like, why you're not answering me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is like going on with you? Like, I'm chill. I am an artist.
Being an artist and pressing another artist about not answering the phone when they're at a show is crazy.
I think. Anyway, so fast forward, I leave the next day because I have like a small series of shows. So I'm on my way to Atlanta And what do? I take the fucking phone with me, duh. And so, but he still doesn't know that I have it. Still doesn't know that I have it. And so I'm just like, I'm acting very normal, you know, all the, all right, babe, love you, good night, da, 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 whatever. So I'm in Atlanta and I'm traveling and I'm looking at the phone and he's still just like talking to bitches like left. It's like 10 in the phone that he's like consistently talking to.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. Not even just he was talking to 10 other women, but the fact that you like took his phone and like took it all the way from LA to Atlanta is crazy.
10 of them. On the text, on the DM, like I'm just like, bro, 10? How do you find the time? I don't know where these men find the time. Like, I don't know. Like, people be married and they still find the time to have a whole other. It's really,
But
honestly,
10?
it's really honestly like impressive. But anyway, so I'm just like,
you know when people be like, you got to give people time to miss you. That's all they mean. They just have 8 other people on the lineup on the roster, and they're like, okay, I'll respond to this person today. I'll respond to this person tomorrow. I'll respond to this person the next day. So it looked like on the outside you really have emotion and you really making business moves, but you're not. You're not.
trying to keep my cool, trying to stay composed. I watched this show, Dr. Foster. I'm like, I can do this. It was very fucking hard. It was very hard. I couldn't believe it was happening. It was like a movie. Anyway, so he's being kind of like rude now. So he's being a little bit like snappy with me. And I'm just still being like, you know, the nice love.
Dang, Justine. She's definitely had her share of bad just types of relationship stories and stories with her exes and things of that sort. Speaking of cheating and exes, the CEO of Astronomer has resigned. As previously stated, Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that we have guided since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard of in both conduct and accountability. And recently that standard was not met. Dang. Andy Byron has tendered his resignation, and the board of directors has accepted. The board will begin the search for the next chief executive officer and chief police officer. Pat DeJoy continues to serve as the interim CEO. Before this week, they were a known pioneer in the data ops space, helping data teams power everything from modern analytics to production AI. While the awareness of our country may not have changed overnight, our product and our work for our customers have not. We're continuing to do what we do best, helping the customers build the strongest data and AI platforms. Dang, that's crazy, man. Dang. When you lose your girl and your job, it's like, what's even the point? Here we go. Atlanta Black Star. Same energy like you did when you went after ... Young Thug. Atlanta fathers blast Fani Willis for refusing to appeal trial dismissal of a cop who killed a black man. Says it was his son was a celebrity, it would be different. This is by Carlos Miller, July 19, 2025. Despite the Fulton County District Attorney's Office compiling a 65-page investigative report outlining the reasons of why the Atlanta police officer should be charged in the outing, unaliving, and the unnamed black man that was in the same district office is now refusing to appeal a decision by a Trump appointed a federal judge who last month dismissed the case. And the victim's father, Jimmy Hills, believes that his son was not a celebrity. And the victim's father believes it is because his son was not a celebrity. After all, he said Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis did not hesitate to aggressively pursue charges against President Donald Trump and Atlanta rapper Young Thug in recent years. But Hill said that she was refused to do the same for Jimmy Atchison, the 21-year-old unarmed black man who was killed by Atlanta police officers Sung Kim in 2019 while hiding in a closet while they were complying with the cops' orders when he was unalive, according to the cops. On the scene, it's unacceptable, quote unquote, Hill said in an exclusive interview with Atlanta Black Star. How could anyone not appeal this case, knowing that there's so much injustice going on? To what have you done to my son? Why can't you spend some more of that energy like you did when you went after Donald Trump and Young Thug? Why can't you spend some of that time on my son? The Fulton County District Attorney's Office indicted Kim in December 2022 after agency's Public Integrity Unit published a 65-page report accusing the cop of violating several laws, policies, and procedures, charging him with felony murder, unaliving, involuntary slaughter, aggravated assault, and the violation of oath to office. But last month, the United States District Judge Michael L. Brown, appointed Trump in 2018, dismissed the case, which had been taken by the state and federal Department of Justice, claiming that Kim was, quote unquote, immune of any criminal prosecution because he reasonably believed Atchison had a weapon on him and was acting in self-defense. The district attorney's office had the option of a filing of an appeal before the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, but last week Hill was informed that it was not meant to go into the file. Quote unquote, you're supposed to stand for truth and justice, he said, in regard to the district attorney's office. You continue to rave about integrity, but why haven't you got the courage to show us some integrity? But the appeal is just ruling. Hill, 63, who had been fighting in justice for his son since the shooting, said that he learned about the district attorney's decision to file an appeal last week through a phone call through his attorney. Atlanta Black Star reached out to the district attorney's media division for comments or documents pertaining to this decision, but it isn't hard to find. All right. Okay. Yes, prayers up to Jimmy Atchison's dad. It's always crazy to see, like, if your child was being blacklisted, right, being held out and said, yo, we know you're good enough, but like, nah, we can't really do it right now. You too good. And then they get another black kid on that's not as good as you, and they start playing immediately after they sign. And then one of your black friends say, yo, what happened to us? And then you like, oh, my bad. I apologize. I don't know. It's just a lot. All right, here's Nessa talking about Jay-Z.
I might not like what Jay-Z did, but guess what I don't do? Go out of my way to not play his songs on my show. No, I'm not spiteful. I don't try to harm people. I don't do smear campaigns behind the scenes.
And don't take away from his artist.
I don't ever do that. We're clear. Jay's one of the best to do what he does. Also, what he did to Colin was absolutely wrong.
Selfish.
Yes, I might not.
Yeah, Funk Flex. He said, that's why I'll continue to write my Super Bowl halftime show commentary from the lens that this was all happened to suppress Cap's fight. I'm not going to forget, even if others have. Shouts out to Andre JG, bro. Shouts out to Andre JG. All right. Last thing, Ray J, he says that he's
like, are you guys like super close? It's not good.
I love my sister, but I'm an embarrassment.
Bang.
To them.
So you don't feel accepted?
I never wanted to be accepted. I feel like I'm an embarrassment.
Well, if you think about Brandy, right? Brandy has like this very clean cut image. She's Brandy.
And like me and you could talk about certain things, just like me and you could talk about Three's Company and MASH. A lot of people can't do that. I think we're good. We'll be okay. There's certain things that I feel like we should all do as a family that her and my cousin might not agree upon, but to each his own.
So do your kids, because she has a daughter, right? Older. Yeah. Do they ever?
My little niece is 21, 22. She comes and hangs out with Melody and Epic. My kids was over at Brandy's house 2 days ago. So Epic calls his auntie every day. He loves his auntie. So we was able to get on the phone through him. He was talking to her and I seen her. I'm like, what's up? But other than that, we have a talk. I got to do me, It's like, you don't want me to be me. And I'm talking strictly about maybe my cousin, not Brandy. You want me to be something else, but I'm superseding everything y'all doing. How does that work? I don't know.
Who do you feel they want you to be?
like a little more clean cut, not you're crazy. But that's what I feel like most people love about you. Like, I feel like that's part of your brand is the fact that you're funny, outspoken. You're kind of like whatever.
Yeah, it's just tough because you only feel bad when your family has a problem. Your family is the only people that can get to you. Not the comments, not the people on the other side, but when your mom or your sister or your dad or your cousin start questioning like the algorithm, I just feel like it's not fair and they're not intelligent enough to know what's going on in the digital world.
Right.
So shame on them.
Right. And you're tapping into something that they don't understand. Yeah, of course.
Future.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never go broke.
Right.
I'll never have to do the dog and pony show. I love being on stage. But with the shit I know and the codes I know, we'll always be safe.
Right.
I can put 3 codes together and we're good. Forever.
So you know how to move with the times regardless of what age or
I just know digital.
Yeah.
You know, I know digital and I know survival.
Hey man, shouts out to Ray J for pivoting as always. Everybody needs to know how to pivot in life. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the stream tonight. Shorter stream, 40 minutes. W short stream, W 40 minutes, man. W late night stream. I appreciate you guys so much. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. And I hope everybody watching this has a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night, and a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. And I'll see you tomorrow at some point. What time? I have no clue. But I'll see you tomorrow because I stream on this channel each and every single day. Until next time, man. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.